So here we are in the HTC Vive in a game called Hollow Point, just to get a comparison for the archery. So we can see we have the bow on our left hand, the string is in line perpendicular with the controller, and the arrow on my right hand. And when it's knocked to the bow, we can see that there's a straight line drawn between the left controller and the right controller, such that if I were to look straight down the arrow, my right hand is actually on top of my face. So now we're in Orbus. Again, we have the bow on our left hand, bowstrings in line perpendicular to the controller, and the arrow goes on the right. However, when we knock, we can see the arrow actually isn't in line between the controller. It jumps out a couple of inches to the left. And we can see that because when I draw it back and look straight down the arrow, the controller is not on top of my face. The controller is over here to the right. And also you can see when we knock the arrow, it immediately jumps out. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. For example, you can sight down an arrow without hitting yourself in the face. But as far as intuitively firing the bow, trying to gauge where the arrow is pointing without that feedback of where your hands actually are is pretty disorienting. It might be good to get that as an option instead of the default behavior, because it's pretty strange in comparison to most other archery games.